देख रहे हैं द डेली शो विद मुनीर नेमत। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आप देख रहे हैं प्रोग्राम मुनीर नेमत के साथ। आज का प्रोग्राम मुनफरिद होने जा रहा है। आज का प्रोग्राम पाकिस्तान की तामीर और तरक्की के एतबार से एक नया प्रोग्राम है, एक मुनफरिद प्रोग्राम है। आज के प्रोग्राम में हम उन सारे मामलात, उन सारे महाज़ों के ऊपर बात करेंगे, जिसके हवाले से हम आज तक शायद जानते थे, लेकिन उस अंदाज से नहीं। आज हम बात करेंगे कि पाकिस्तान और चाइना का ताल्लुक कैसा है। आज हम बात करेंगे कि पाक-चीन दोस्ती की जो मिसालें दी जाती हैं, वो दरअसल कितनी हकीकत पर मबनी है और सी-पैक पाकिस्तान और चाइना के दरमियान कितना ही इम्पोर्टेंट मरहला है, कि कितना बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट है। एसआईएफसी के क़याम के बाद दीगर मामलात के साथ-साथ पाकिस्तान और चाइना के जो ताल्लुकात हैं, वो एक नए मोड़ पे आ चुके हैं। पाकिस्तान-चाइना का रिलेशन कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है और इसके साथ-साथ आलमी अमन-ओ-अमान की सूरत-ए-हाल, उसके ऊपर भी बात करें। कुछ ऐसे मामलात के ऊपर बात करेंगे, जो शायद आज से पहले आपको पाकिस्तानी मीडिया पे देखने को कभी ना मिले हों। आज हमारा प्रोग्राम यकीनी तौर पे मुनफरिद भी होने जा रहा है, लेकिन एक माज़रत, आज का प्रोग्राम इंग्लिश में होगा। आज हमारे साथ कुछ ऐसे दोस्त जुड़ेंगे, जिनके साथ गुफ्तगू करने के लिए हमें अंग्रेज़ी ज़बान का इस्तेमाल करना पड़ेगा। तो उम्मीद करते हैं आपको आज का प्रोग्राम पसंद आएगा। So without wasting any time, I would like to introduce my two dear friends. One, Mr. Shen, who is joining from Beijing, China. He's a journalist. He has been covering, he's an expert on Belt and Road Initiative. He has been holding expertise in political and economic affairs and global politics also. Also with us, joining Mr. Rizwan Shah from Islamabad, who needs no introduction. He has been a great journalist and ambassador of Pakistan. He has been writing in international journalism and international columns. And we are going to have this discussion regarding this CPAC and Pakistan and China relation. Starting from you, Mr. Shen. First of all, welcome to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to be here.
Mr. Shen, just let us know what is the Chinese recipe of success. What is the mantra behind it? Because we have seen Chinese evolving every day, every time, and every time we see China, they are on the new heights. And really, you need great congratulations for that.
Thank you. Thank you. And as you mentioned about the China's success, I think the key issue is about the leadership. It's not only the leadership in the central government level, but also at the local level. Because I have traveled to many areas, like to the township and to the village, and the leadership, they have the implementation of this kind of policies from the central level to the township level to the grassroots areas, and also about the leadership in the economic development, especially like for the special economic zones. Those people in charge of the economic affairs, they have the strong leadership to attract foreign direct investment and also big enterprises to have some direct investments in the local level and to create more jobs to bring the benefits to the locals, and also the leadership about the public servant and also about the leadership in those enterprises. So for leadership, it's one of the main success for China's success for so far, especially in terms of the policy implementation and also about the economic development.
But Mr. Shen, as you said, leadership is the mantra behind this Chinese success. Do you see the Chinese political model, the way Chinese have this government model, that really helps China to build along those lines? And we have seen that China also suffers from many different things. We have seen COVID, how beautifully China has battled the situation out, and without any doubt, China has regained its position, which without any surprise, which was meant to be there.
Yes, in terms of the governance, especially from the central and the local level, the leadership has proved to be very efficient and also with strong discipline and regulation. Because yesterday I talked with some of my friends who has worked at the local level. The criteria for those kind of local officials and public servants are quite strict, and also about their regulations and also about the discipline is very strong, especially in terms of the ecosystem, the environmental protection, the economic development, and also to curb the risks, especially like the financial risks and also about the social welfare risks. So if there's something happened, the local government officials will be removed and punished according to the laws and regulations. So all these kind of strong leadership and discipline has ensured that we have a group of people, especially for the public servants and also the local officials, they can push to implement those policies within the schedule. So that's why you can see from the local level to the up to the top, the central level, you see how fast the policy are implemented and how fast those plans were implemented. So that is because of the leadership and also a strong regulation body and also about a strong discipline.
Rightly, Mr. Shah, that what Mr. Shen has been saying, that all the policy matters, they just trickle down from upward to lower, and then the communication is always two-way. But unfortunately, not here to criticize, but most of the Pakistani areas are not having that local government system, or either we are not ready to share power. As Mr. Shen also said that there is a strong legal system, there are regulations being implemented. But right now, what we see, that is what we are lacking, and we can learn this from China.
Yes, I think in terms of the governance and also especially from the township level, there are a lot of mechanism between China and Pakistan and from the government officials and also from party to party exchange. I think this kind of mutual learning is quite essential. Actually, from Chinese side, we also need to learn something from the Pakistan side about the local autonomy and how the local situation works. And so as long as you combine the Chinese experience and what lessons we have learned in terms of the government, this kind of governance, and also about the policy implementation, and that will improve the local governance in both sides. So I
Yes,
think it's a mutual learning process.
it's mutual learning. Mr. Rizwan, what Mr. Shen has been added, I want your take on that, because you know the Pakistani political system very well, and also how Pakistani local government system has evolved over the years, because we do not see the local government structure anywhere in Pakistan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, and I'm very happy that I'm part of this program. My brother Shen is here, so he has honored us by his participation. Well, my take is very straight. My take is that under the legacy of President Xi, China has emerged one of the most advanced, one of the most fully equipped country who has his legacy has brought from the ground root levels. Now society is developing in China. Poverty is now at decline. So people are getting benefits from the production and from the economy. That is very important thing. A company, any country whose economy is putting their people progress. So that's why I think that now by the time China's society is now also getting upwards.
Yes, they are contributing towards the economy and also the global economy.
Yeah. So poverty is now in decline, and I think they are looking like a one unit. All the nation standing by its leadership, and leadership is doing what world is seeing.
Yes.
Everyone know where China stands now.
Yes, and that's true that under the presidentialship of Mr. Xi, China has really evolved immensely throughout these years. But Mr. Shen, now let's talk about that Belt and Road Initiative, because you are the expert on that topic, and we are also going to talk that CPEC thing. Here in Pakistan, there are very high hopes regarding CPEC, because we consider that the dual friendship and the mutual friendship between Pakistan and China is the real recipe of success for Pakistan. And the CPAC, unfortunately, there are few myths, there are few misconceptions, there are few reported things regarding CPAC. Do you think that CPAC has been there as the Chinese were wishing, and the pace is there?
Yes, regarding for the CPAC, gladly we have seen the first one has made a lot of achievements, especially in terms of the connectivity, which is one of the core elements in the BRI, the connectivity to bridge the gaps of the development, and also like the infrastructure, for example, the Gwadar port, and also about the highways in Pakistan, and also about those hydropower and the coal-fired power plants in Pakistan has made people have the electricity in the night, and students can continue their study during the nighttime because they have the lights, the electricity, and the people they can make the clean cooking. They don't need to burn any coals for cooking, and this is good, very good for the environment. So for the CPAC, I think the key issue is to bring the benefits to the people, to the local level, and also to the grassroots, especially for those people well-being, and to give a future for the young generations. Because for the CPAC, as we can see, for the infrastructure projects, they are not only generating the power for the industrialization in Pakistan, which is quite essential. Now, Pakistan in the CPAC, we have seen a lot of industrial zones and also the special economic zones jointly built by China and Pakistan, with many companies are involved. And also now we can see for the CPAC is also open to the third market, and we can see from the Saudi Arabia and Qatar, and also in Kuwait and UAE, there are a lot of companies, they are having their interest to invest in those companies, and also bring the companies to those industrial parks. So that is the key essential to bring the benefits to the people, especially for the young generations. As we know, Pakistan is a country with a lot of young generations. So job creation for those people is quite essential. So I think that is one of the main aims for CPAC.
But Mr. Shen, there is a
Yes.
debate regarding the pace of the project. The pace of the project, is it satisfactory? Is it too slow? That COVID thing dented that pace or anything like that? Also, recent time we have seen floods in Pakistan. That also really impacted the CPAC projects and its pace.
Yes, you see, for in terms of the CPAC, as you see now, the value is over billions of dollars. And if you can see any projects in such a big amount, that will take some time.
Yes.
So as the phrase says, Rome is not built just overnight. And especially you see for the hydropower plants, if you go there and you can see the picture, you can see how huge the project it is. So, but for the pace, I think in the past decades, we have seen a lot of achievements. So I think in general parts for the pace, I think is great. So that's why you can see that both leaders are pushing for the phase 2 to upgrade the CPAC. And in terms of some certain projects, as we can see, for example, if we talk about the infrastructure, it's about land acquisition, it's about compensation, it's about design, approve, and all these legal procedures you need to proceed. So that needs some time. And also about the local technician training, recruitment, and also about the logistics, that all takes some time. So, but as long as we have the determination to push forward all these projects, and we can have more success. And that's why in the phase 2, we have more mechanism to have some early planning. And so then we can have a faster and more smooth implementation during this kind of phase 2 of the CPAC.
Great, but there are a few more misconceptions regarding that. That CPAC got a bit slowed during the previous government in Pakistan, or there were any security issues. Have you ever thought, or any of what the Chinese version regarding that CPAC pace and its security and safety precautions, and how the previous government and the current government has treated it?
I think for the political issue is one thing, because if we can see some shift of the government, especially like in the ministers and the person in charge there, if there's some shift there, they need to, the predecessors and also their incoming officials, they need to know the situation. They need some briefings. So that is a technical issue for this kind of implementation part.
Hmm.
And the other issue is about the finance issue, because if we see the shift of the government in the past few years, and of course for the financial payment, and also about the these kind of issues certainly will have some impact on the project. But fortunately, now we can see with a well-trained technicians, and also now we can see increasing numbers of Pakistani technicians are joining in the projects. So that is a good sign for those projects. So you see for I know for the Gwadar port, there's a airplane, so that will complete in advance. So
Yes.
you see the pace is faster. Yes.
And as we anticipate that the project goes on, the pace is going to get better and better. Mr. Rizwan, I want your take on that, because you know how the CPAC thing is important for Pakistan, and how Mr. Shen has rightly pointed out that when the government changes, it really kind of slow down the pace, because there are change of faces, there are change of personnel, there are change of ministers, and that really takes some time to get settled.
Well, in my view, CPAC is so beautifully designed and so mega project that small things doesn't affect it. And CPAC is a game changer, no doubt. And it is so beautifully designed that when it will be completed, it will enhance the people of Pakistan also. Benefits of CPAC is not benefit for China, it's also benefits for the country where every road and belt project is going. For example, now China is linking Europe, now China is linking Asia. So CPAC has a very, very high capacity. So I don't think that change of any government or
And probably
delays
these are the
can
part and
affect.
parcel of mega project, and most of these things happens in all the such kind of big projects.
In a short line, if I describe, CPAC is a global project.
It's a global project, rightly so, because it's a part of Belt and Road Initiative, and CPAC, without CPAC, or with the no CPAC, or with the limited CPAC, definitely it's not going to be there. But Mr. Shen, I want your take, because yes, Mr. Rizwan, you want to add something?
Yeah, I want to add something. What I want to say, tell me any leader in the world who has taken this initiative of like CPAC, like linking all the world through road and benefiting every country for its economy. So that's why I think CPAC is a unique, and road and belt project is very unique. No one has ever thought about this to start it. So that's why I say these are mega projects of world.
Yes, truly said, and especially when we see after COVID how the global supply chain disrupted, such projects are the need of the time. Here we are going to take a short break, and once we are back, we are going to discuss the Shehbaz Sharif's visit to China, how Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif going to visit China, and what would be the outcome of that visit, because that visit is very much anticipated. Pakistan see a lot of potential between Pakistan and China's relations. We are going to talk about that. Let's take a short break, and we'll be right back.
आप देख रहे हैं द डेली शो विद मुनीर नेमत।